Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine. I am passionate about living a productive, purpose-driven life. Today I'll be sharing what has truly shaped the way I live and grow year after year. And this is based on my annual yearly review. This is not about resolution or pressure. However, it is based on clarity, alignment, and becoming more of who I desire to be, or in your own context, you would say whom you desire to be. Why is annual review process important? Let's think about it. We plan holidays, we plan weddings, we plan get-together, but we rarely stop and reflect on the life we are building. And that's what my annual process review is based on. What life have I been living? What are the aspects that I would want to improve? The aspect of reflecting with honesty, then thinking of realigning your long-term dreams or goals. Then you reset with purpose. What I mean by resetting with purpose is based on, instead of drifting from one year to the next one, you can base your interest on designing your direction. And the beauty of it is, it doesn't have to be complicated. For me, I have an annual process review that I actually work with year by year, and it has been helping me a lot. And let me share with you what that process has been. So at first, I asked myself, what went right in the past year? Did all the goals I set out for last year go as I planned? And what did I learn by myself, or what were the experiences I had the previous year? What were the lessons I had learned? So if I'm able to provide answers to these questions when I ask myself, I sit back and reflect and ask myself, what next after now? And this brings me to this realigning. These alignment are not going to be based on what excites me among what I had set to achieve in the past year. Which of them excited me, or which of the new goals I have set excites me? Then I go ahead to review what no longer fits my purpose. And then I go ahead to ask myself if my daily habits fits into the life I would want to have. Why I do this is because sometimes some of the goals we set out to achieve, by not building into the impact you would want it to have in your life, rather it could be that you are doing it because you want to be applauded. So you have to check yourself and reflect, is this really what I wanted for my future life or my present life? You have to sit back and ask if this is what you actually wanted for the growth you aspire for. Actually, this aspect protects your energy and vision away from all kinds of distractions. When you must have done the reflecting aspects of your annual yearly review, now sit back and say, okay, let me reset what has not been working. And this is the most important aspect of the annual process review that I enjoy the most. During this research process, I would always write out 3 to 5 things that I would want to build on, or what I want to become for the year. Then I sit back and reflect which one that will guide me. Then the next question is, what systems or habits will support me as I chase this new goals? In order to achieve the 3 processes which I use in my annual review, which are reflect, realign, and reset, I use annual review template. Then I use a journal where I write down all the aspect that brings about clarity. Then I have a 1-page document where I listed my vision, and I always go back to it as a checklist to make sure that I don't deviate from what my set goals are. So if you look at the processes that I use for my annual review, you would agree with me that your dreams and desires are not just ideas, but they can serve as instruction, especially when you make out time to review, realign, and reset. You give those dreams a chance to breathe. Bear in mind that the process of the review isn't all about perfection. Rather, it's about the presence. And what I mean by it being about the presence is you're making sure that the mistakes of last year didn't repeat itself in the present year. So you are reflecting on what didn't work last year and making sure that you have improved on it and find ways and strategies in which you can avoid the mistakes of last year coming back to the plans for the new year. I hope my 3 steps of reflecting, realigning, and resetting the previous goals that we felt we didn't achieve or what didn't work last year and bringing it over to the current year would help you to realign what your desires and what you want to build on and start doing it. I mean, it's not late yet. We are almost half of 2025, so there is still time for us to still achieve what we desire to achieve this year. While you work on that, I will see you soon. Bye.